everybody. My name is Salvador Lopez. My pronouns are he, him, and I am the Assistant Director for the Office of Leadership and Engagement. And I really want to take a moment to thank you all for taking your afternoon or maybe evening, depending on where you are in the nation or in the world, either way, to actually learn a little bit more about Edge and what Edge can do for you during your first year here at NAU. So I'm super excited to give you a little more of a deep dive of what really entails to be part of this program. So I'm going to get started by sharing my screen. If I can. Perfect. And I'm going to make sure that I also share my audio just to be safe. Sorry, just bear with me. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right. Here we go. And I can see the chat, but like Caroline mentioned, we're going to be able to answer any questions at the very end of the presentation. So basically what I'm going to give you, I'm going to provide you with some context through this PowerPoint, and I'm also going to walk you through the Edge application, which is super simple. It takes about maybe 10 or 15 minutes to complete if you're interested after this presentation. So let's get started. There you go. So who are we? So this presentation is all about the Edge Leadership Program experience. And basically, I could not be able to complete this amazing program or facilitate this amazing opportunity for you all without the support of my team. So we're under the Office of Leadership and Engagement, and the Office of Leadership and Engagement oversees all the specific clubs, orgs, and grade chapters here at NAU. But at the same time, we also focus on other leadership aspects, such as leadership programs like Edge, the Gold Axe Award, and so many more things like events on campus and so on. Within our office, there's 3 individuals that primarily focus on the Edge Leadership Experience program, which is Michelle Gardner, which is our director of the Office of Leadership and Engagement, myself as the assistant director, and our amazing graduate assistant, Meredith Hall. So these 3 individuals that you see here on my screen are the main individuals who help make this work as much as possible, in addition to another whole group of individuals called Edge Leaders, which we'll talk a little bit more about in the greater detail. But without them too, we wouldn't be able to facilitate this amazing opportunity. So get involved. What does that really mean? So you probably have heard multiple times, either in high school or during the summers you're transitioning to NAU, of like, don't forget to get involved. Or maybe your parents are telling you to get involved. Maybe your friends are trying to have you get involved on campus. There's so many ways, methods, opportunities for you to actually get involved on a college campus. And here are a couple that I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more on. So what does that really mean as an NAU student, or just in general? Individuals are able to participate in volunteer opportunities. So either opportunities for you to either do community service within at NAU or within the Flagstaff community. You're also able to live on campus. So that's another great opportunity for you to get involved. You could either have a roommate or maybe multiple roommates. So you have if you're sharing a room. At the same time, you could even go downstairs from your living facility and hang out in the lobby and be able to meet people, interact with people, and play some games, board games with them, and all that great stuff. That's another opportunity for you to connect with others and have some type of involvement on campus. You're more than welcome to have and partake in different campus opportunities, such as activities. We have a bunch of free events. I say free 99. So all these events are open for you all to attend, participate, and just have fun and make a connection. So please take that opportunity as much as possible. You have the opportunity to also do on-campus employment. So you're more than welcome to work in one of our offices. You're more than welcome to work on one of the dining facilities. There's so many on-campus jobs available for you, and you can always visit Handshake to find out more about that. Of course, within our office, I'm going to be a little bit biased. You're more than welcome to join 1 or maybe 3 or 5 clubs, organizations, or Greek chapters that might be very interesting for you to join. They might have special interests that you might be attracted to. Maybe you're attracted to a sports club. Maybe you're attracted to a Greek chapter, right? You're more than welcome to join as many clubs, organizations as you want to, which could enhance your involvement opportunity and journey here at NAU. Of course, as this presentation is focusing on leadership programs, EDGE is only one leadership program that the Office of Leadership and Engagement actually provides throughout the academic year. Edge is very unique because it's mostly just focused on first year students who are incoming into their very first semester at NAU. So this is a great opportunity for you all to learn more about it. But at the same time, throughout the academic year slash semester, we provide a bunch of other opportunities about leadership. We provide the Presidential Leadership Fellows, which is a program that focuses on sophomore and juniors and learn about leadership. We also provide the Hispanic Latina Leadership Program. We also provide the Black Leadership Summit. So many programs that we are trying to make sure that they are available to you at any time throughout your college career here. And of course, so much more. We just offer so many more opportunities for you to actually get involved. And it's just up to you to actually take the chance and try to get involved. So I'm gonna provide you with a very quick little video that summarizes, you probably saw if you have visited our webpage, but if not, that's great because you're gonna see it right now. That kind of summarizes what Edge is all about, but I'll try to expand a little bit more in the next slides. So here it is. And I'm gonna hit play. Perfect. I hope you all like that video. We worked really hard on it. So what is Edge? As you probably saw in the video already, it's a one-of-a-kind unique opportunity for first-year incoming students to learn and implement new skills or leadership skills that could help you throughout your academic journey and beyond. It is a 4-day camp experience, and no, we're not camping. I wish, but we're not camping. We're staying here on campus. It's just a 4-day experience, meaning that you stay within your building, within your room, but within the hours that we allocate for the program, you're with us, and we facilitate a bunch of activities and opportunities for you to build those leadership opportunities, leadership skills, and just competencies that are very unique and special for your journey. What are the ultimate goals of Edge? We try to make sure that you understand leadership. So you're exploring your values, you're exploring your strengths and your weaknesses at the same time, right? How can you continue growing as a student, as a professional individual, and just also as a student? And you're learning a lot of characteristics about yourself. Well, that's the ultimate goal. We help you discover your own leadership identity, leadership style. Are you an active leader? Are you a flexible leader? Are you a leader that likes autonomy and so on and so forth? There's so many things that you're going to be learning about yourself and others too that relates to leadership. We introduce you to not just the Edge, but other leadership opportunities that we have here on campus. You will be able to connect with other peers and other staff members. I previously mentioned that Michelle, Meredith, and I, and our lovely Edge leaders make this entire program be able to run smoothly as much as possible. But at the same time, we provide as much support from other campus partners who do presentations that relate to DEI and also leadership. And at the same time, you get to interact with other participants that are in the program so that way you can make long-lasting relationship connections and just be exposed to different points of views as well. And you're introduced to campus and Flagstaff. So you're going to be able to get exposed a little bit more in detail, even in person, about all the resources that we have here on campus earlier than any other students. You're going to be able to go on to different campus tours, but at the same time, be able to explore Flagstaff and other activities that we have planned for participants this year. So that's a pretty good opportunity. So again, what is Edge? So individuals who want to apply, which we encourage you all to apply, they have a specific set schedule. So the program is August 19th, August 20th, August 21st, and August 22nd. So it happens the week before the first day of school starts. And as you can see on my slides, August 19th is from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 28th is from 8:30 to 8 p.m. Similar for August 21st. And August 22nd is another half day, which is 8:30 to 12 p.m. It seems a lot of hours. And yes, there are a lot of hours and very long days, right? But keep in mind that we have a lot of content to provide you with in terms of leadership, guidance, DI, and so on and so forth, that we want to make sure we capture everything as much as possible. Yes, there's breaks. Yes, there's lunches. Yes, there's food. We have a lot of content to cover, but we want to make sure that you also have certain times of the day throughout the program to be able to also relax and kind of like process all the information you have gotten. So that's the actual potential schedule that we are running by. The participants' eligibility is a great opportunity, and it's only for full-time students enrolled for the fall 2024 semester, so this upcoming academic year. Attendance is required every single day, and full participation during the entire Edge leadership experience is also expected and required. There is a small, tiny fee. I say tiny, um, because it's only $100. I know that's a significant issue for a lot of individuals. So the $100 fee is a fee that pays for some, if not all, of your materials and meals for the program. So it could be written utensils, it could be folders, it could be your swag items, it could be your meals like your dinner, breakfast, and lunch. So that's something we cover a lot already as our department has funding for this program. We want to make sure to provide you even more opportunities. So that's what we try to reduce the fee to only be $100 rather than 300 or 500. If for some reason you are more than interested and you're like, well, I really don't have $100, and this is one of the biggest variables that's preventing me from applying to Edge, feel free to email us, which we'll provide the email later, and we'll be able to provide you with other alternatives, but we could talk that offline. Registrations will be accepted on a rolling basis until July 19th, so this July, or until the program reaches capacity of 100 to 120 participants. So we try to make this program as large as possible, but we also want to reduce it to a certain amount of individuals, so that way people still are able to make those meaningful and personal connections with one another. So again, into the week of July 15, pushing it all the way to July 19. But at the same time, we could close the actual registration if we do reach our max/capacity. So just keep that in mind. What does it entail? So one of the really good benefits that you have is participants are allowed and permitted to move into your campus living facility early, which is a huge benefit. So what you do is, if you notice, on August 19, we don't start the Edge program until 1 o'clock-ish, right? So the good news is that for all accepted participants who are living on an on-campus living facility, so I'm talking about a campus living facility, which is like Allen Hall, the Honors College, Wilson Hall, Secrest Hall, and so on and so forth, Pine Ridge. That is considered a campus living facility, which you will have the opportunity to move in early on August 19. We provided a massive list of all of our participants to campus living, and they are able to help us make sure that your housing portal allows you to select an early move-in day without any specific extra fees, which we'll elaborate a little bit more on that. If you do live off campus or at a American ACC community, I can't remember what the acronym stands for. That is not really considered on campus. So you will be responsible for actually moving in and any extra expenses of moving into that facility on your own behalf. So if you live, again, let's say, for example, on Skyview or Hilltop, or you live in an off-campus apartment, you will be responsible to schedule your own move-in, and you will be in charge of paying any extra expenses that require an early move-in or anything like that. So we wouldn't be able to support you in that process. So just keep that in mind. So only for campus living facilities. Place in small groups. So as I previously mentioned, we do have a significant amount of lovely leaders who are helping us lead every single group. So participants are divided into very small groups, maybe approximately 5 to 10 individuals per group. And each group has 1 or 2 leaders who are considered upperclassmen students who either have been participants previously or just became leaders who love leadership and will love to guide you all through your first week of the semester, which is technically the first week before school starts. You will get to participate in workshops and presentations. You will be able to engage in activities and challenges that definitely gonna help you kind of step out of your comfort zone, based on your level of comfortability, of course. Some of the biggest highlights that we really look forward to is, again, like we mentioned, your leadership workshops. We have a lot of team building activities. We do an amazing opportunity and offer this opportunity to all the participants to do community service. Um, all the individuals, aka leaders and participants, participate in that, as well as the welcome jack shift, which is required for all, again, leaders and participants. Uh, we have added an amazing opportunity and fun activity this year, which is called the Downtown Treasure Hunt. So more details will come if you become a participant, but this will be an opportunity to allow you to explore the downtown Flagstaff and just have a lot of fun with your group. And of course, great swag, because who doesn't love great swag? And trust me, you're gonna get a bunch of swag when you get here at NAU. Just remember me. So that's something you could see on the right, a picture of our lovely community service. One of our community services activities that we do is we pick up trash around campus to make sure that our campus stays clean. Here's an example of a quick little schedule. And the top right corner, you'll see a picture of a small group painting their axes, which is another activity that we do for each group. They get a wooden axe, not a real one, just a fake one, and they get to paint it based on a theme that they all selected, and they will carry that axe and pass it around to all different individuals in their group, sharing encouraging words, and obviously carry it throughout the entire program. And then yeah, so that's that. Here are some amazing testimonials of different individuals who have already participated this past year in our EDGE program, which is, again, another opportunity for you to really connect not just with other peers, but at the same time with other staff members like me, Michelle, Meredith, or any individual who is going to be a guest speaker for this program. You're also going to be able to connect significantly with your leader. Your leader is going to be your guide throughout these specific days, so that way they could support and provide you with assistance in anything you need, right? Anything that you might have questions about, anything that you might not understand in terms of content being shared in the program, they will be able to elaborate as much as possible. So that's pretty cool, that you are going to have an amazing leader or two based on how big your group is. So a call to action, which I hope you all are more and more interested in this. So we really want you to make sure that you visit our lovely and amazing website, which is nau.edu/edge. There, there's more information on what really EDGE is all about and our ultimate goals. At the same time, that's where you also can retrieve the actual application, which I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to be able to bounce to the application, so that way I'll show you exactly what the application looks like too. Learn a little bit more about EDGE. Something that I do want to make sure I mention is nau.edu/EDGE is our main page for the EDGE program, but our office has a unique page that you could browse or look around and click around to learn a little bit more of what we do and what we offer. And that's nau.edu/get involved. So make sure that you also visit that too whenever you have some time to just browse around and see what are we able to support you with in terms of getting involved. Apply for the EDGE Leadership Experience Program as soon as you can, please. That'll be an amazing opportunity for you to, again, learn a lot more about what leadership is, what components actually build leadership, and how can you implement it through your academic journey and college career and beyond. Applications on the website, which I'll talk about a little bit more, and then check your NAU email for any updates on your application. So if you do apply, I'll provide you with more context in terms of what the next step is. If accepted, don't forget to please pay your $100 fee as soon as you can. There is a specific limit because we do have to order all the specific materials that we're going to need for the program. So as soon as you can, please pay your fee. And of course, follow us on social media. That's where we share a lot of information that is happening, not just about EDGE, but also anything that we're going to be hosting this upcoming academic year, specifically during Lumberjack Welcome, which is the week where we host a bunch of events for you all, like club fairs, free events for you to either get food or swag or just learn about different campus resources too. So please feel free to follow us. And you can always message us if you have questions in general. So that's that. Our contact information is very simple. Again, if you don't remember anything, please capture this. Take a screenshot of it, take a picture with your phone, whatever it is. So we are the Office of Leadership and Engagement. If you have any questions related to the EDGE Leadership Experience Program, please email theedge@nau.edu. We check that email every single day, multiple times a day. So please feel free to ask questions there. If for some reason you just have general questions about clubs, orgs, chapters, or other opportunities, want to find out about more opportunities to get involved, just email studentorgs@nau.edu, similar to the EDGE email. We check that email every single day, multiple times a day, so feel free to reach out. We are located in the Get Involved Lounge, which was just a brand new space for you all to hang out and learn a little bit more on how to get involved on campus. And it's located in the University Union, room 104. So that's another great opportunity for you to connect with us as much as possible. So I'm gonna hit stop sharing just because I want to show you the page.
Salvador, while you're transitioning, we do have one quick question in the chat. Does the EDGE program prevent students from participating in any other freshman activities before class starts?
That's that's a great question. Whoever said that, you get points. You should apply for EDGE. No, they shouldn't conflict with anything related to your requirements prior to the first day of school. So remember that EDGE happens the week before your first day of school starts. So from August 19th to the 22nd. And then you don't start school until August 26th. So anything prior to that, it shouldn't overlap with any academics or anything like that. The good thing too is that we try to finish Thursday midday. So as you notice, August 22nd at 12 or 1 o'clock, we're finishing that day. So that way you could have the rest of your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to kind of acclimate to NAU. If you didn't finish packing during your first moving day, you're more than welcome to do whatever you need to do. EDGE technically is finished after 1 o'clock on that Thursday, August 22nd. We are definitely going to tap you a little bit more in the shoulder, maybe a few days or so later, to have you complete a survey just to learn a little more about your experience and if you recommend EDGE for other students. But other than that, it shouldn't conflict with anything in particular with your academics.
Awesome, thank you.
And for some reason you have any conflicts, which I'll talk about it in the application, you're more than welcome to provide that information in the application so we could try our best to work with those things too. Okay. I am assuming, Caroline, can you see my web browser?
Yes, right now we're on the EDGE Leadership Experience page.
Okay. Yes, thank you. So
of course,
as I previously mentioned, you could go to nau.edu/EDGE. Here's all the information that you might need to learn a little bit more about EDGE. All of our times and days. A lovely last year picture. Look at us, super great. Our learning specific outcomes and just a little bit more detail of what the highlights are going to be. And if for some reason there's any specific reasons for you to cancel once you either submit your application and pay. So here's more information about that. Which if you do pay and for some reason there has to be a cancellation because of a family emergency, then you'll have to just read this specific policy on your own. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email us. But if you scroll all the way up again on the page, you can learn a little bit more about some news that were shared by the NEU review. Learn more about that. But then if you scroll a little bit down too, you'll be able to actually click on the actual application and it should take you to a quote unquote Qualtrics survey. You will utilize your NEU credentials. And what I mean by that is it's going to ask you to put in your username and your password. Those are the same that you use to log into anything related to NEU, like your email or Louis. And it will take you to the actual application. Similar to what I just presented on the actual page /slides. All the information here is located on the application. what you're required to do, what the expectations and eligibility is, time frames of the program, the $100 fee, when the deadline is going to be to close the application. You just have to make sure that you click on certain things. If you're interested, you're going to click next. And it's going to ask you for more logistical information about you. Please make sure that you follow the example so that way it's easier for us to print your name tag, order whatever we need to order, have your actual phone number, all that great stuff. Please don't do what I did here. This is just an example. But please make sure you fill this out correctly. Once you fill this out, you're going to click next. These are just, again, basic informations. We want to provide you with a t-shirt, so just give us your size. If you have any specific dietary restrictions, please let us know. We'll try to accommodate this as much as possible during breakfast, lunch, and dinner for your entire time at Edge. If you have any specific accommodations, please let us know that. If for some reason you have a broken leg and you're using a wheelchair for the week before or something like that, please email us, or obviously let us know if you have any other particular visible, non-visible, permanent, or temporary disabilities that you might need accommodations to. If you please let us know if you're a first year freshman student, if you are transferring for some reason from a community college, and then you're a first generation college student. So that's an individual who, aka you being the only one in your family going to college, your immediate family. You do have the opportunity, for some reason, you have individuals who are coming from the same high school, similar location, and you know each other, and you're like, hey, you should do this Edge program with me. Sounds pretty cool, pretty amazing. We should do it together. And they're like, yeah. So you all submit that and hoping to get in the same group. You probably can't be in the same group. This is something that we try our best to put you with individuals. Of course, we want to expose you to different students, right? So that way you can make more friends and lasting relationships. But if you have one specific individual that you really want to be partnered with or be in the same group, please let them put them here for make sure you type in their first and last name, and we'll do our best to make sure that you're within the same group. Once you do that, if you don't have any, you can just put NA and just click next. And the very last thing are just 3 very simple questions. We wanted to learn a little bit more about what your understanding about leadership is for all these 3. So the first question is, what is your definition of leadership, and why is it important to start your college journey at NAU? So keep it at 200 words or less. Why do you want to participate in the Edge Leadership Experience program? And what do you hope to gain from this opportunity? Again, all pretty simple. You don't have to go all the way up to 200 words. You could do less as long as you try to provide us with additional context about your opinion based on these questions as you're answering them. And then we just ask you if you're definitely in, are you really interested? Just because we want to triple check that you're really interested in joining the program. Of course, I hope you said, yes, I'm definitely in. You understand that this program, you're required to serve a Welcome Jack shift. So again, this Welcome Jack shift is basically an opportunity where all Edge leaders and participants are going to be helping incoming students move in. So you could either be directing traffic, you might be directing students and parents to this designated facilities. You might be helping moving boxes and so on. So we do that with an Edge as an opportunity to serve the community within NAU. So know that all individuals are going to be volunteering and / working a Welcome Jack shift and doing community service. So just keep that in mind. And if for some reason, like I previously mentioned, there might be some little hiccups here and there, or you might want to just be aware of. For example, if you know that you're transferring jobs, or you're looking for a job or something like that, and you might anticipate this meet a conflict between Edge and your job search journey or starting a new job and so on, let us know that. If you have no conflicts, you could say no conflicts at all, and that's perfect. Just because you have a conflict does not really mean that you're not going to get accepted into the Edge Leadership Experience program. We just want to be aware of how much flexibility we could provide, what days you probably will be missing, and so on and so forth. So please try to be as specific as possible here, but if you don't have any conflicts, that's pretty great. And then after that is basically, I guess I didn't put any words. And after that, It's just gonna ask you to read the following things and then just sign. And you're gonna click that and your application will be submitted. Once your application will be submitted, we check this application. We check all application submissions every morning of every day, Monday to Thursday. So we will get the application, we'll review your answers, and everything looks good. We will send you an email directly to your NAU email account. So make sure you notice that. Not your personal, not your Gmail, just directly to your NAU email account. And it will either say congratulations or sorry, you were not selected. I really doubt that you're not gonna get selected. So I'm just gonna say congratulations, you got into the Edge Leadership Experience. Please read the following email. The email is a little bit lengthy. I'm not gonna lie to you all, but it's very, very important information. I really want to make sure that you all read it in detail. In that specific email, it contains the actual link where it's gonna take you to where you're gonna pay your $100 fee. So make sure that you read not just that, but then also information related to the Edge program, move-in, and all that great stuff. So please don't ignore that email. After that, you technically are approved. Once you make your payment, you're officially in the program, and we'll provide more and more information as we get closer, either mid-July or August, specifically August, because that's when you're going to be selecting your early moving date if you're living on campus on a campus living facility. So please make sure that you continue, once you apply and get into the program, make sure that you continue to check your email as much as possible, not just because it relates to Edge, but in general, various campus partners or admissions will be reaching out to you with important information. So don't forget to check your email. But other than that, that is basically what I have for all of you. Is there any last minute questions or concerns or things that I wasn't clear about?
We've got one question in the chat right now.
Hey.
So it sounds like Edge is a great way for me to get to know the NAU community. After participating in Edge, are there any commitments that I would need to fulfill after classes begin?
Ooh, I wish. No, not really. We used to, long story short, no, you don't. Most likely individuals, like participants, hopefully yourself, do keep in touch with their Edge leaders or Edge participants and just, again, have created amazing bonding opportunities and connections. But in terms of Edge, there's no other commitment or requirement after you start the first day of school. After that's basically like a program. On Thursday, your program ends, and that's amazing. However, I do encourage you that after Edge, you still continue to seek those other opportunities, like I previously mentioned. The Hispanic Latina Leadership Experience Program, Black Leadership Summit, Student Leadership Conference. So we have so many leadership opportunities for you to still be learning and developing more about how to be a leader, how to implement those skills, and just in general learn more about leadership. So that's something, but there's no other requirement once Edge is completed. Yeah.